Shalom, everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. A few days ago, we made a video about the filthy Elon Musk. You know, like I can tell that this guy is very successful and very deceiving. So when you go and check his history, you will see how this person donate to everybody. And actually, this is something I learned once. There's a businessman I know. He sent donation. I was in his office. He sent his donation to two people who are going for election for a city mayor. But those two are the enemy of each other. So I asked him, why you are donating for both? He said, well, this way, whoever win, he will be in my pocket. Who knows who will win? What, I will lose $100,000 for each? Who care? I will get them back. And then I learned that those who support, not necessarily they believe in supporting the person, especially when they are businessmen. Like, an average person, he gave $10, because, and this $10 have a big value for him, maybe $100. But those rich people, $1 million, $10 million, $100 million, depend on how rich and wealthy they are, mean nothing. It's an investment. So for us, as average people watching the news, we might think, oh, this billionaire is really supporting Trump, or this billionaire supporting Biden. In reality, they don't support them. They are investing. The money have to come back. But this time, when the money come back, is going to come back from your pocket, which means from the tax you pay to the government, and then the government will spread the wealth to those who support them, which means the politician give wealth to those who support him. Like we saw Joe Biden giving $2 billion to two women, and they are cousins, each one of them $2 billion. They opened a charity of $100, and they knew that they have influence between the black community. So support us, and we will pay you. But how we can pay them? We cannot do it legally except by you establish a climate change, which and the organization have nothing to do with the climate change anyway. All what they are focusing on supporting Hamas and Free Palestine, which does not even exist. A country never exist, never was exist, and will never be exist. So $2 billion to each one of them, two cousins, legally. Government giving, supporting climate change. I mean, is this woman is a professor in climate change? The scam of this climate change thing? No. Is she a specialist? No. Did she even took one course in her life about it? No. Did she do anything? Like, did she plant like a billion tree? When we give $2 billion, what do we expect from them to spend it where? For sure, they spend it in the way they like. And I will stop here. Now, going back to Elon Musk. Elon Musk make a tweet. It is time to create a new political party in America, but actually represent 80% of in the middle. And I find it really weird that the vote is 80% exactly as he said. A website he owns, a program, he is the boss of it, and the vote fit perfectly with the number he said. I'm not sure if Elon Musk is my cousin, he's an Arab, because this is what the Arab do. Saddam Hussein, when he vote for him, 99.999999 voted yes to Saddam Hussein. And the one who did not vote, he was going to say yes, but he died before he do it. Too sad. And here you see how filthy this man is. He's trying to destroy the Republican Party. However, I'm not really worried about it. Who in the world will not join a party of a mental person, moody person like him? I assure you that most of those vote, if they are true, are Democrat. They are just celebrating party to divide the Republican. If Elon Musk he go for election, he cannot be a president anyway. He is not a citizen. I mean, he's a citizen, but he is not born in America. Like me, I cannot go for president election. So his dream is impossible. Secondly, who is the stupid when I vote for such an idiot? In a previous video, I said that he had 14 kids. One woman, she said, CP don't bear fair witness. This what they say. I never got that guy. I heard about him first time a few years ago. That's what they say. 14 kids out of hundreds of women he slept with, and most of them, the kids are not even wanted, which means it happened that she got pregnant. In other way, those hookers who sleep with such a man, they wanted to have a baby from him so to guarantee wealth for the future. Because when you have a son from him, he will pay you for the rest of your life. It's like sleeping with Muhammad, the pervert Muhammad. So this guy, there's no question that he is just all over the place. And we know that he takes drugs. He denied it, but we know. We saw the big black eye on his in his face just last week. He claimed his son, who is 4 or 5 years old, make it for him. I mean, who is stupid in the world when they believe that 5 years old kids, and he is so skinny, he was able to make a black eye, give him a black eye. That is just so stupid. Obviously, he's in drugs. Maybe he fight with one of his women, or maybe he fell down because he is not stable no more. In fact, I believe all those actions happened last week is under the influence of drugs, and this person is not stable. Not only he is mentally from the beginning, the drugs increase that mental issue. For sure, nobody will join third party. I mean, if it's a Christian party, we will join it, but we cannot follow Elon Musk anyway. This guy is an idiot, literally an idiot. I will not be surprised, by the way, if this guy, he put his companies for sale and tried to move to a different country. He is, he is like, he have a lot of ego. He is very close to Trump. Trump have ego, but Trump is wiser, when it's come to, like if you look at the response of Trump to Elon Musk and the response of Musk, you will see Musk was an aggressive like a dog. Trump was very patient and very wise. I like that about him, the way he reacted. Now, a few days ago, he made another post. This post, he said, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been public. He said, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. He himself, he said, mark this post, but he himself, after a few days, maybe 24 hours after, he deleted this post because everyone knows that this is a big fat lie. And this is telling me how low, how trashy, how junky, how coward he is. Accusing Trump to be a pedophile like Muhammad. And he is the one who sleeps with everybody. We do not know if he ever have sex with the children too. Nobody knows. But making such a statement with someone you ate with, you go out with, you have a very, you became a very close friend, that is a very dangerous person. That is a dog with rabies. Those are the ones you should not associate yourself with. And that's why I say, anyone who do business with Elon Musk is stupid. If you own stocks with this man, you better say it, because this guy, his mouth is big and he is stupid, and one comment can destroy all your money. I'm not worried about his money. One comment, you see, the stock market is based on news. Just one bad news will make things go bad. Like once somebody made an article saying a group of activists will sue AT&T because their cables is causing harm to human. The stock went down so fast. It's just a stupid article. Nothing. Elon Musk, his Tesla, is going to be doomed. First, he cannot compete with other electric cars companies. The Chinese is way better. The Korean is way better. He is no match. And there is many reasons. You know, in America, there's been too many regulation. And the more regulation, the more the cost will increase, and the more the, the number of production will be lower. In China, they can make a car better than Tesla for not even half the price. Their employment is very cheap, which means the labor, and the regulation is almost not there. Plus the government support them. Plus people buy them around the world. Plus who is going to spend $80,000 for a car when I can buy better for $20,000 and even have more maintenance and parts available? In fact, even Tesla themselves, their parts are not made in their own. So they buy themselves, they buy from China. As one official, Chinese official, he says, the world is not big enough for the Chinese product. They are dominant, and there's nobody can debate about that. So this guy, he deleted his Twitter, his tweet about Trump in the Epstein file, because obviously he will be paying, like if a Trump now, this is a golden opportunity for Trump, by the way. If you want to teach him how to behave, is to sue him for public defamation. He can take half of his money, and then Trump will own half of Tesla and half of space. You see, when you are big, the penalty will be so big. Like, you know, if you are a person who owns $100,000, like what happened to this guy, Alex Jones. I mean, he is nobody compared to the name we are talking about. And I think they fine him, I don't know, what, 1 billion? I mean, but this guy don't own companies, he's just, broadcaster. So imagine what the penalty and what the fine can be imposed on Elon Musk if Trump, he sued him. Trump himself, he have to pay $500 million. So if Trump sue Musk, he can sue him for $500 billion easy. But I think this will not be enough. Trump, he paid, I think, $500 million. I don't know if I say billion or million. Yeah, $500 million. But Trump, he should sue him for $500 billion. And if the judge, he gave him $100 billion, well, that's wonderful. Who hate that? So anyway, this guy, he noticed that he made a big poo-poo. And we know that if such a thing is true, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is the first one to release it. Remember, they are the one in charge of the file for 4 years. There's no need to question that. I mean, who want to destroy Trump to lose the election more than Kamala Harris and Biden? All what they need to do to release the file is just signature. So imagine if Trump is there, how happy they will be to release. I mean, those people, they did everything they can. So this Elon Musk is just a puppy. He's a dog with rabies. I have no respect for him. a rich, spoiled, greedy. He wanted to control the White House, the NASA, the government, who to be hired, what deal we can do, what kind of bill we sign, regardless if you agree with the Trump or not. And I saw a comment of somebody saying that the tax cut Trump he does is for the rich people. This is not true. You see, rich in America, I don't know who is rich for you. When you make more than 170, more than 200, more than 250, your tax will be increasing in a very massive way. So you pay 40% of your income. That is a theft. That is a theft. However, rich people who own companies, they pay nothing. They do not need tax cut anyway, because they will put all their spending on their tax. To make it simple for you, Trump himself, in the year 2017, he paid $800 tax. Do he need tax cut? No. What they do, they start a new project. And the project consumed $2 billion. But they are not losing money. They are putting the money in the project. So when the tax comes, they say, okay, we spend this. We make this, yes, but we spend this. Our account is zero tax. The one who pay tax is you, as an average person, because you cannot put your car on the tax unless you use it for work, not just to commute. No, I mean, like, let's say you own a company and you buy trucks. Those people, they put everything on their tax. When they go to a restaurant with their kids, they put it on the tax. They use a credit card connected to the company. When they go vacation, the same. When they buy furniture, the same. When they change their air condition, with everything is a salary. Even the maid who work for them, they put her hired under the name of their company. So they ain't paying nothing. It is you who pay. So when you say tax cut is going to help the rich only, you are following the stupidity of AOC. The woman, she want to kill all the cows because they fart a lot and they cause a global warming. Based on her talk, I think all the humans should be killed too. And all of us, we fart. I mean, this is the only way to stop a global warming. So this guy, Trump, possibly he will let him, or let us say he will forgive him in appearance, but Trump should not let him get close again. He is not trustworthy. He is a filthy dog. And I will not be surprised that this Musk is going to support the enemies of the Republican in the coming election. He's a trashy junkie. He's not a trustworthy. He thought he bought America. He thought he bought the president. In fact, I have more respect now to Trump after what he have done. In fact, I don't believe that this person will live long. If you look at his face, his look is he's getting old so fast, and obviously this is the side effect of drugs. You see, a person who is 20 and he is taking drugs since, let us say, 15, 14, he will look like somebody is 35. By the age of 35, you will look like you are 65. So, if you look at Trump, who is really, really old compared to Musk, you will see Trump, he look really way more healthy. In fact, this guy, I don't know, I mean, he's very healthy. He stands for many hours in this age. Stand talking for 3-4 hours. No chair. 5-6 meetings. 3-4 flights every day. I mean, this guy is really, really healthy. This Musk, you notice how old he is getting so fast, and obviously this is the drugs. Anyway, we don't wish anyone to die, but I'm saying this person is not healthy, not mentally, not physically, and he is in the top of that, he is not trustworthy. So Trump, I think he will, let us say, uh, he will take him back, but he will put him on the back. It's like, saying, better not to have a dog barking at me. He will keep him, he will never be close again, and he will never be listened to. And all the Republican will never respect him again. And the Democrat, still they will be his enemy because they cannot forget what he have done. So this guy, he lose two party. This is why he's talking about making a new party. But who is going to join? Just a stupid idiot who is not stable. So silly, so stupid. In fact, when he joined Trump, he was so stupid too. I mean, it doesn't matter really how much you think you can make money from Trump. A businessman who want to sell a product, and that product is a car, is service, whatever it is, you better not to involve in politics. You cannot do both in the same time. You cannot. Especially if your business is international. If your business is about buying, selling, if your business involves stock market for your company, reputation, going with politics is the first thing to doom you. And now the stocks of Tesla is really in very bad shape. Imagine his stocks was $500 just 6 months ago. And now the stocks is going down and down. Like, wait until the weekend is over. You see here, stop because of the weekend. All of this because he have a big mouth. And you don't mind his business. So I say to you, if you are a person who invests with this man, this is what I will do. It's up to you. I can't tell you what to do. But if I am investing with Tesla, I will not stay for one day. If you want to have patience until the price fix up and sell, maybe it's better. But who knows? It might go down and down and down. We don't know. Democrat hate him, Republican hate him. And this is what happened when your brand, your stock is connected to a person who have a big mouth. Just to make it simple for you. If you have a product and this product is international, and you are trying to be successful with your product, and then we make the one who is inside our country and the one is outside our country hate us. So how my product will be successful? It can be successful if my product is the only unique one, like you have to buy it anyway. It's like, say, okay, people love iPhone. Where they can find other iPhone? Nowhere. So we have to buy iPhone. But this is not a scenario for Musk. There's too many competition. And his cars are not the best, and they are very expensive. So I believe he is going to be punished by his own, not necessarily by Trump. This guy, he made a big poo-poo, and he will be covered by it. Leave your comment and tell me what do you think. If you remember my previous video, I told you this guy, he will pay for this, and he will regret, and he will beg Trump for forgiveness. And I believe, as I heard, that he tried to contact the White House to call Trump, and Trump refused to take the call from this idiot. As you see here, the ABC News, they called the video Mega Meltdown. They are laughing at the Republican. Trump refuses Elon Musk calls, saying he wants to move on. So Elon Musk is begging for mercy, trying to fix his poo-poo. And as I told you, just 2 days ago, he will do that. It happened even faster than I thought. He don't want to take a call from him. And that is showing you that Elon Musk, he noticed that he is being stupid and his plan is not working and he is nobody. He's rich, yes, but still he is nobody. And he's an idiot. And I'm glad that Trump would treat him like a little dog, put him in his place, remind him of his size, and maybe he will repent. How he will repent? I think Trump, he will accept cash. See ya. And God bless you all. Leave your comment.
For saying Trump is not on the Epstein list, and you would know. You said, I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defense as his criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. I can say authoritatively, unequivocally, and definitively that he had no information to hurt President Trump. I specifically asked him. I mean, they tried to kill him. They tried to imprison him for hundreds of years behind bars. Clearly, if he was on the Epstein list, you would have known, and that certainly would have been the Democrat silver bullet.
Absolutely right. And not only would I have known, but I think the point you're making that I tried to make in that tweet is I asked him at a time in which it would have been in his best interest to have implicated anyone, but especially someone as high profile as President Trump. It was important to Jeffrey Epstein to make clear to me that he did not have any bad information about President Trump. He didn't like people being falsely accused of having been associated with him in some illegal way. What's important to remember is this: when Mr. Musk talks about the files, we don't know what's in those files, but there were books that Jeffrey Epstein kept, address books and so on, of a lot of famous people who did absolutely nothing wrong with him. When I met Epstein several months before he died, it asked me to take over all of his litigation. He had some fine lawyers, but he, quite frankly, said to me that, which I considered a badge of honor, I was the only person in the world he trusted with his life. He said, when he hired me the 9 days before. But he asked me to come to his house. First time I met him in person, several months before he was arrested. And at that meeting, he made clear that he didn't want anyone else to be implicated with him, but he knew a lot of famous people. At that meeting, he introduced me to a former prime minister who was visiting him, showed me a picture of Bill Gates and a dollar bill in it, and I asked him what that was all about. He said, well, he made a bet with Bill Gates, and what could he bet Bill Gates? So he bet him $1. The point is, he had a lot of famous friends who loved being around him, who did nothing wrong, many of them, and the fact that someone's name might appear just isn't indicative of the idea that they did something wrong. But what I know about President Trump is he absolutely did not do anything wrong with Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey Epstein confided in me about a lot of issues. One last point. A number of people wrote back to the Twitter tweet, or whatever you call it, that I've broken attorney-client privilege. I have never broken attorney-client privilege, never would, and never will. This is something that Jeffrey Epstein wanted to make clear.
Also what's clear is that President Trump, he had a disdain for Jeffrey Epstein. He was one of the first people to ever publicly, he banned him from Mar-a-Lago when those accusations. So, and also, President Trump also on a personal level. I know people that know him. This is the lowest of the low accusation. You could say a lot of things about President Trump, but when it comes to this kind of like sex abuser accusation, I mean, this is as low and as vile as it gets.
I remember to say one comment more. Sorry. This pervert was banned by Trump from entering his club because he was improperly speaking to a minor in age girl. So if this guy have something against Trump, Trump would never dare to do that to him. He, right away would say to him, "Oh, look who's talking. You forgot? What are you talking about? You want to ban me because I am trying to flirt with a teenage? Hmm? You forgot who you are?" So Trump will never dare to ban somebody. He can blackmail him easy, and he can expose him if he is what they say. So very cheap, very low, very disgusting Elon Musk. With this, the video is finished. Thank you. Leave your comment. God bless you all.